Oke, bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi
Uh,
wabarakatuh.
so today here you guys will have your comprehensive exam, and then our contenders today here we got three students. Yeah, first it is Anna from English department, class of 2015, right? Class of 2015, and then Lenny, class of 2017, and then last one here Gina from class of 2017 as well. Yeah, and 16 or 17, really? Okay, so it is not 2017 but 2016. Yeah, and today guys you'll have your comprehensive exam, and then I hope before joining this comprehensive exam you guys already watch all the previous comprehensive exam that we got for English department students. And then uh, before we are going to start this comprehensive exam, let's start this with reciting basmalah together. Yeah? Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Let's hope you guys can answer all the question. Yeah, because the question here it will be comprehensive. What I mean by comprehensive, it will be starting from first semester, second semester, till the last semester that you guys already learned from all of the topic, from all of the subject. Okay? And for the instruction, this comprehensive exam here divided into two sessions or two sections. Yeah? The first, it is focused on uh, your guys' knowledge, your guys' comprehension, yeah, about English language learning, about education, and then the second section or the second session here, it will be about Al-Islam and Muhammadiyah. Okay, and let's start with the first question. Yeah, and the first question here, I'll give you guys the same question, but you have to answer it in different way or in different kind of answer. Yeah. And my first question, from first semester, you guys learn about basic. Yeah. Basic it is in general education. Yeah, and then basic also about uh, English language, yeah, and then about many subject related to basic, yeah. That was the first semester, and then now I want you guys to give a short, one more time, a short kind of conclusion of the first semester, all the subject that you guys already learned. Come on. Who will be the first, please? Okay, Ami, come on.
Um, in the first semester, we learn about the basic speaking and listening, reading, and other subject. In there, we learn in the basic speaking, we learn how to speak uh, in front of the class. So we Miss Repeat taught us how to be confident to speak in front of our friends first. And in basic reading, uh, we learn in some simple text, and we read aloud. And in a listening, we also learn basic listening that have a short dialogue and conversations. And that's all.
Thank you. Next, please.
In the first semester, we already learned, as Ami said, that reading, speaking, and listening. And this section, we learned the general of reading, the general of speaking and listening. And then we also learn about psychology and education. Um, and we also um, learn about how to basic grammar. I think we also learn basic grammar and how we also learn about the sentences, then tenses. I mean tenses. We learn about tenses and
Okay, next one.
From the first semester, I learned about basic grammar, listening one, speaking one, and reading, basic reading.
Mhm.
And we learned about how to read sentences with in a good way, and how to listen, uh, something that using movie, I think. And then in the speaking section, we learn about how to gain a confidence, how to be a good speaker, and also in a basic grammar, we learned about the in really basic grammar such as past tense and etc. That's all.
Okay, thank you. I thought you guys have to give me different kind of answer. If that is a basic speaking already mentioned, so it is taken. It's the same also about reading, listening, and then the rest. Yeah. Okay, next second question, it will be the same. Basic. Why did we call it first semester, second semester, still discussing or still learning, still uh, talking about basic? What does it mean?
Basic.
Come on.
The meaning of basic is actually we learn for the really first stage. Really first step to be if we are going to do in the next step, we have to learn about the basic first, because without we know about what is the basic is, we cannot go in the next step, such as in a yeah, I think we have to learn about that until we measure ourselves that we have know all about the basic.
It is basic because we have to know all about basic. Okay, next one.
for me, we have to learn basic because we have to learn the general concept of the material. For example, we learn about basic grammar. First, in basic grammar, we learn about the tenses. First, the forms of the tenses. Then we also learn about the clause, sentences, and antecedents. So until we master the basic, then we have to we have to continue we have to continue on the other like intermediate and advanced.
Next, come on.
Uh, why we learn basic material like basic listening, basic reading, and basic speaking in first and in the first semester? It's because if we want to learn something, we need to learn the the beginner level, because we cannot learn for example the stage 2 first. We need uh, to learn step by step. We can expect to learn some new material from the complex material because we need to know the basic first. That's all.
Okay, my question, what does it mean by basic? And then you guys mentioning why that we have to learn basic. Yeah? Basic, the meaning of basic, it is simply the beginning of a journey. What do you mean by journey here? Your aims or your goals here in joining English department, you're going to be an English teacher. Yeah? So learning basic, it is simply your beginning, your starting point in learning many kind of topic, many kind of learning material about English education. Yeah, so you don't have to answer it in different way. Yeah, just focus on what is my question. Yeah, that question. Uh, you guys from English department. Yeah, and then I hope your ambition in the future you're going to be a professional English teacher. And then now my question, uh, this question here is always the same. I ask all your friends, yeah, when they're joining the comprehensive exam. My question, a philosophical meaning of being a teacher, especially, yeah, especially in English language, yeah. Can you guys explain it? Explain it, please, in a simple and short way. Come on. Okay.
Teacher is a facilitator and guider for the students. Yes.
Actually, teacher. Teacher is a person who have responsibility to teach a student to be a better person
Mhm.
in the future. That's all.
Lenny?
Teacher is someone who teach student, someone who basic, someone who teach student in class.
Okay. Next question. Uh, Mastering English language, you guys have to learn about core skills, yeah? And then now my question, how each skill here from the four skill related? Come on. How it is relevant with all skill? Come on.
Um,
Mm.
how they relate to each other. Because the first thing, uh, since we are born with the first thing that we learn is listening. So that's why after listening, we try to speak. That's why these are related. After that, after we speak, then we try to um, reading.
Mm.
Then after that, we try to after reading, we already know the structure of the sentence. We know the words of English and everything. Then we try to writing the words that we already learned from reading to write what we already learned. So that's why these four are related to each other because they are complete to each other and they also um, has the has their own function to complete each other.
Next, yeah, next.
I'm going to answer it in a different way.
Mm.
According to me, human, we first learning about reading. No, I mean, since we born, we are able to see the things first, and then it means that we all in the first stage have to learn about reading because we see things, and then we want to know how does it look, what is that, and then we want to know about the things we see, and then we listen something about the thing that related what we already see, and then the third section is the third step is we try to write after we listen,
Mhm.
and the final step is we try to speak. It all connected each other from reading, and then we listen something, and then we write it, and then we speak it.
That's it.
Yes.
Next.
Why for basic language is correlation, because if you want to make a good or a perfect language, we need those four basic skills, because human are uh, growing and improve their ability. For example, like Lenny say, from the babies, we learn uh, to listen from our environment, like our parents, our family, and after that we familiar with the words. And after that, the baby will try to speak what they have learned, what they have listened, and they try to speak. And after that, they will want to learn how to read and to write. That's why the four basic language is correlations. That's,
That's all.
yeah.
Okay, thank you. So I asked you guys about the relation or the connection between all those four skills because you guys already learned about what we call by language acquisitions. Yeah, and then that will be the next question. Language acquisition or from you guys here in this department, you already learned second language acquisitions. Second language acquisition here related with a tools that we use in acquiring or in mastering a language. Tools are the things here that we use. We call it language acquisition device. Now the question, second language acquisitions, and then we have the language acquisition device. I want you guys to please try to explain second language acquisition and then also language acquisition device. Come on,
Second language acquisition and language
acquisition device. Come on.
My answer.
Okay.
For the first is language acquisition device is the system how we uh, communicate or doing a language. Like for the first is like what I said, like from the babies we learn from listening. After that we try to speak, and after that we read and writing. And for the second language acquisition, it can because second language we can learn from an adult um, from the adult. We can already read and already listen and others, so we can mix it, uh, the steps, mix the steps. If we want to improve our reading first, we can do it. We can do it, or listening or writing. Uh, what I mean is, from the second language, we can learn from our styles, what we like. That's what I get.
I don't know.
Okay, come on, next.
I don't know whether it's right or wrong,
That's okay. You
but
can,
I'll try to answer. I think language acquisition
Device.
is device
Hmm.
is our first language.
Okay.
I mean,
Uh-huh.
I don't know. I mean, maybe, yeah, maybe it's our mother language. Yeah,
Hmm.
it's our mother language. The language that we've learned at the first, such as, for example, me as a Japanese. Uh, my mother language is Japanese, and the second language acquisition is a strange language that we don't have. Oh no, I mean we are not able to hear it before, or not. It is not our mother language, like English. It's native language, right? Uh, yeah, that's it. I don't know.
Come on, Lenny.
Language acquisition device is the ability of the ability of children to learn the language since they were born. So since they were born, they already um, they already learned about the words by themselves. So that's how the brain works, I think.
Mhm.
Uh, and the
Yeah.
second language acquisition is I think no, but I think it's like us as Indonesian. As Indonesian, English is not our native speaker. So when we learn about English, we have to we have to we have another tool. We have to add some tools. We have to add some media to learn about English. That's
Okay, next question. Uh, Learning language, yeah, any kind of language, you guys have to learn about several aspects of language. There are many aspects, many concepts of language. And then now I'll try to give you guys here the option, yeah. First, here it is phonology refers to phonetic. Second one, morphology refers to morpheme. And then next one, syntaxis, refer to syntax. Choose it wisely. Come on.
Just one.
Yeah.
Um, um, I chose morphology.
Morphology.
It's a study.
Wait a second. Anna, Lenny?
Lenny, I think phonetics.
Phonetic, phonology, and then okay, yours is syntaxis. Okay, next. Come
I
on.
have no idea actually.
Come on.
Morphology is the study of the sentence or the words. There are two morpheme, like free morpheme and bone morpheme.
Mhm.
In the free morpheme, it's a word that can stand alone. It's for example noun, adjective, and others. And for the bound morpheme is uh, that cannot stand alone, such as happiness, ESSERR. That's all.
No more?
No.
Okay, next. Come on.
Phonology is a study about how the word sounds. For example, there is a phonetics there, right? And for example, I with the dots, and in the example where it's like meat or meat, we can even though the word is MEET, we cannot say mat or nat. That's how the sound, it should be meat or meat. That's the study of how the word sounds.
Really?
Sounds of word.
I met you yesterday. I'm
That's
using
not.
math.
It's the sound. It's
It's
not
the
the
sound.
tenses.
Tenses.
It's not kind of thing. Mister.
That's all?
That's all.
Okay, next. Come on. Syntaxes. Syntax.
Sin.
Syntax or syntaxes.
Actually, I forgot about that lesson.
Okay.
That's why I have no idea. I have to say sorry first because really I don't have no idea, Mister.
Okay. Thank you. Next question then. That was the aspect of language, or we call it linguistic. Yeah. And then now, next here it is about semantic. Yeah. Semantic itself here it is a branch of linguistic, right? What is it that we learn in semantics, and then uh, all characteristic, all the aspect of semantics. I want you guys to explain it. Please.
I don't know.
know.
We're all
Semantic.
semantic.
You guys already learned about semantic.
I
but
know.
we
But I don't.
We all forgot about
Yeah.
semantic.
We all forgot.
We are very sorry.
Okay, next question then. Next question. For Anna here, yours will be psycholinguistics, and then for Lenny, you will be sociolinguistics, and then for Ginati, yours will be neurolinguistics. Yeah. I want you guys to give the example. Do not explain about each term that I gave you guys, but simply give me the example of the first neurolinguistics, and then second one it is sociolinguistics, and then last one psycholinguistics. One more time, do not explain the term, only give me the example. Okay, who will go first, please? Okay, come on.
I don't know if it's true, but I learned last night that
Okay.
neurolinguistics, for example, is in other country like that has minorities in Islam. They have a bad image from Muslim,
Mhm.
from being a Muslim, and if you want to change their mind and mindset, we can show them the opposite of what they think, like how a Muslim people do a charity, help each other.
Okay, stop it. I don't get it. We're talking about neural linguistic, and then I want you to give me the example. And why did you keep mentioning Islam and then
No,
that relevant? Come on. Neural linguistic. No?
I know the meaning, but for the example, I still confused.
Okay, thank you then. Next, come on.
Sociolinguistic,
Yeah.
for example, I live in Japan, in Japanese.
Mhm.
So when I learn about English, it's really hard to pronounce it like the native one because all my environment is taught with their accent in Japanese.
Mhm.
So, for example, yeah, that's example. When I speak with English, so it's hard to me to pronounce it correctly because my English is already influenced by the environment.
Okay, so that was a difficult test. The example of sociolinguistics.
That's the example.
Come on.
That's the example. The example.
No more? Okay, thank you. Last one.
The example of psycholinguistic.
Yeah.
Just the example,
Yeah.
right?
Example.
Psycholinguistic is if we want to talk with other, yeah, we have to speak it in a polite way.
Mhm.
The example is we can use excuse me,
Mhm.
excuse me, sir, or yeah, something like that.
So that's psycholinguistic.
I don't know.
Okay, thank you. Next question. Next question here. Now it's referred to the general education that you guys already learned. And the first question, there are several kind of theory. Yeah, behaviorist theory, and then we have also what we call by
Cognitive.
yeah, cognitive theory and then many kind of theories. And then now I want you guys to pick or choose any kind of a theory and then the relevant with English education. Come
What do you say?
on.
I didn't get it.
I don't
I'm sorry.
According to an expert,
Any kind of theory.
Oh,
The example I already mentioned it, behaviorist theory, constructivist theory, yeah, cognitive, and then the relevant with English education.
I
Come
don't
on.
know.
we have to say sorry again.
I don't know the expert. Mister. I don't know.
That's okay, you don't have to mention the expert. If you guys still remember their statement or their opinion, that should be okay.
Behave. I'll try to answer it.
Okay, come on.
I choose behavior theory.
Mhm.
We all have a behavior to learn something.
Mhm.
To learn something.
And
And it can influence us to educate ourselves with our behavior,
okay.
especially in learning English.
Uh-huh.
I don't know. Yeah, that's all. At least I answered.
Okay, come on, next. Okay. Lenny.
Cognitive. I think cognitive. I
Okay.
don't know if it's right or not, but I think cognitive is about the um the students, how the student receive the information from the teacher. So when in the class, they have they need to receive the information properly, and then they also try to cognitive is related to brain, so it's related to brain, so they learn to receive the information, to comprehend information, and to solve the problem. Yeah, that's all.
Okay, next. Come on.
For me, it's cognitive constructivism. It's the study about
Huh?
how the students learn how to solve the problems. Like um, they learn about study case and analyze the case, so they solve the problems. That's all.
That's all. Okay. Next question. Uh, Now let's talk about innovation in English language teaching. Okay. Next question. Talking about innovation and then in English language teaching, one of the example here is blended learning. One of the example here is blended learning. Yeah, and then I want you to mention or explain what does it mean by blended learning, and then give me the example. Come on.
Blended learning.
Blended.
Yeah,
You
blended
mean
learning.
mixing?
Come on. You don't have to ask me
yeah.
again. Come on,
Okay.
just try to answer it.
I think the blended learning, the innovation
Mhm.
of the learning is we have to mix it from the basic learning that we usually learn, such as we read book and we innovate it to be more fun learning. For example, we blend it with if we learn about listening, we blend it with we innovated it with such as song or movie or
Mhm.
yeah, etc.
Okay,
And
then
that's why it's blended each other. We innovated.
so blended learning here is a term. So it is not
Oh,
blended and then you try to
blended.
mix
Oh,
anything.
salah.
Come on.
Ah.
Uh,
I'm sorry. Can you repeat it once again?
okay,
It's a
just
term.
after you guys answer. Come on, Gina.
It's
I
a term.
have my sister.
Lenny?
What is it?
I have no.
Hmm?
I don't know.
You have no idea.
I have no idea.
You guys have the subject called blended learning, right?
Yeah, we forgot, sir.
No. No. We don't have.
You don't have it. Maybe I know.
Maybe I had
Yeah.
learned it before,
Hmm.
but I forgot it at
Yeah.
all.
Okay.
Sorry.
Blended learning, yeah, blended learning here is a learning process that we as a teacher create the teaching activities, teaching program. For example, in one semester, we try to divide it into two kind of teaching and learning. The first 3 months, it is a face-to-face kind of teaching and learning, and then the rest 3 months we are doing an online learning or any kind of learning that we can do, not doing the face-to-face kind of teaching and learning.
Again.
That's the blend between a traditional kind of teaching and learning in a classroom and then a modern type teaching and learning using any kind of platform, any kind of app that we can use. Do you guys get it?
Yeah.
That's what we call by blended learning.
Yeah.
And then we have blended learning in our subject. But why did you haven't take this subject? Maybe from your
We
senior,
always
yeah?
take the material, but we don't find blended learning.
Okay, from the curriculum also blended learning. You guys have
We
a
might
subject,
learn
yeah,
it. Yeah.
about blended learning.
You
I'm
remember?
ready.
Okay.
I really remember.
It's such a
Okay.
long time ago.
Okay. Next one. After blended learning, we got what we call by hybrid learning. Yeah. And then now, what is it hybrid learning? And then the example of hybrid learning.
Hybrid.
Yeah.
We don't know.
I don't know. We don't learn it.
I don't know. For
Come on.
sure. Hybrid.
We never heard.
So you're not watching the previous comprehensive
I
exam,
watched her, but I don't find.
but you're not watching all the videos then.
I don't know.
I watched 4 video.
More
But-
video.
But in the 4th video,
There is no.
there is
hybrid.
no hybrid.
Hybrid
Yeah.
learning, blended learning.
I
Okay, come
didn't
on.
see
Just try to answer it. Yeah.
hybrid.
So we have conventional teaching and learning, we have blended kind of learning, and then we have hybrid kind of learning.
Can you please give us one clue?
Okay,
What is hybrid?
okay,
Yeah.
hybrid car. When we call it is a hybrid car, so it is a car with blah blah blah. And then it is the same with learning. Hybrid learning refers to, come on.
Hybrid learning refers to a modern learning, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Modern
okay.
kind of teaching.
Mhm.
Yeah, then we don't we the teacher usually don't use the hybrid learning in the past.
Mhm.
Yeah. So hybrid learning, I think it's a modern teaching. That's all.
For me, hybrid learning is teaching and learning with technology.
Mhm.
For example, we are not just face to face or talk each other kind of this thing. They add the teacher adds some technology or for example, iPad, with laptop, or some application that the teacher used to students.
Mhm.
That's all.
Next.
Mainly, hybrid learning is some new strategies that the teacher use in this era, like this like something modern style in teaching the material, like using some famous or the famous game or application that the students uh, like more.
Mhm.
Hmm, maybe something like that.
Okay. Thank you. This will be the last question for the education. Yeah. And now the question will be about. I want you guys to give me your perspective about the term that refer to 21st century paradigm. Come on, your perspective about 21st century paradigm in teaching and learning. Come
21st paradigm in teaching and learning.
on.
Yeah,
Okay, come on.
yeah, I see. Yeah. I think it's a modified thing in teaching process. It's a teacher center. It's a student center.
Mhm.
It is like the students can get any kind of information by themselves, and then we as a teacher, it just have to be apa ya, moderator. Yeah, I don't know, but it is a student center in teaching learning process.
Thank you. Next.
21st century paradigm for me is a new era of teaching and learning. For example, like we do right now is online learning. So all the teaching and learning process through online. It's not using traditional method and
Next.
I actually don't know where to century is, but maybe it's the era when the teacher teach the students with modern kind of teaching, learning, and media like technology and 4.0 era, like that. That's all.
Thank you very much, guys. You already completed the first session or the first section. Yeah. I hope your answer
this is the hardest part.
will get you a proper score. Yeah. And then now we'll go to the next section or session. It is about Islam and
Muhammadiyah.
Muhammadiyah.
Yeah.
My first question. uh, I want you guys to explain or to tell me about uh, why you guys here as a Muhammadiyah student. Come on. Yeah,
Ah,
come on.
translate.
Mm,
Why?
mm,
Why we as a student of Muhammadiyah?
mm,
Because we study about Islam according to our Prophet Muhammad. So we taught how to be a good Muslim. Yeah, according to our Prophet. I think that's all. Thank you.
Why I study in Muhammadiyah?
No, a student of Muhammadiyah,
As a
a
student.
Muhammadiyah student. Come on.
Can you repeat the question, Mr.?
I'm not gonna repeat it. Come on. You know the clue, well? Muhammadiyah students. Come on. Come on.
Because I think because we need to learn more about we need to learn more about the Alislam Muhammadiyah, and then we need to learn the right one.
Why I was a student of Muhammadiyah is because in this era there are a bad thing that happen in the world, and I as a Muslim want to be a better person, so that's why I become a student of Muhammadiyah because
Because
when I become student of Muhammadiyah, I can get a knowledge of Islamic better than any other place. That's all.
That's contradictory.
okay, thank you. Next question. Aika one or Islam and Kemuhammadiyahan one. What are the topics that you guys still remember till now? Come on.
About historical of Muhammadiyah.
Historical of Muhammadiyah. Yours?
Worship.
Worship and then?
Patience, control emotions.
Okay. Controlling emotion. Okay, so now I'm gonna switch it. You will be about emotion, and then you will be about history of Muhammadiyah, and then last one. What is it yours, Lenny?
Yeah. The
What is it that you mentioned earlier?
tadi pilih. I don't know.
Okay, pick another topic then. What is it? Come on, what is it?
Worship.
Okay, worship. It will be yours, yeah? And then now the question. The first, it will be the history of Muhammadiyah. Yeah. History of Muhammadiyah. Uh, I want you to mention at least five former leader of Muhammadiyah, and then their opinion or their famous policy about Muhammadiyah. Come on,
I think it's not five of them.
come on.
Kiai Haji Ahmad Dahlan.
Okay, first.
R. Fakhrudin.
Okay, next.
Din Syamsuddin.
Okay, next.
Amin Rais.
Next. One more.
What else?
Come on.
I need Basri.
Okay, thank you. Next, come on.
Worship. The definition, sir?
Yeah, anything of worship, please.
Worship is obligations. It's obligation action that is a Muslim must do as a Muslim. We pray. To Allah Subhanahu wa Taala to ask forgiveness and do tasbih and ask for help to Allah Subhanahu wa Taala. That's all.
Next.
Emotion or patient?
Controlling emotion.
I have no idea.
Okay, that was Aika 1. Now let's go to Aika 2, the second. Yeah. What is it? The topic or concept that you guys still remember till now, but Aika 2 or Aika the second. Islam and Kemuhammadiyahan second. Come on. Akidah.
I don't know the content of the
I don't really remember.
we mix it. You don't know. If we
Okay,
Particular.
so Akidah the second, let's skip that one. Akidah the third. What is it, the topic that you guys still remember?
um later that I remember is building a good family. Like,
Yeah.
Family, it is Akidah. Akidah.
I
It is,
don't know.
it is
Children.
I don't know.
Al
It's
Islam
third
and
or
Kemuhammadiyahan
fourth.
the third.
I don't know. It's third or fourth. Because we mix it. I don't know.
Marriage, I think.
Marriage life.
Marriage, children, apa dah namanya? Karunia dari Allah.
Wasiat.
Oh, muamalah.
Gitu.
Okay, and then last one, Al Islam and Kemuhammadiyahan the fourth. Right? That's the last. Yeah? Okay, what is it? Last thing. And then the last, it should be the more, I guess, the more precious subject that you guys remember, I guess. Yeah, because you guys learn about Al Islam and Muhammadiyah the fourth year on your guys' fifth or sixth semester. When is it?
Maybe
Fourth.
maybe
Fourth.
Fourth in the first
Okay,
one.
okay, come on.
I think it's about historical and Muhammadiyah movement. Muhammadiyah movement
Muhammadiyah
in
movement
Indonesia.
in Indonesia.
Gina? It's about Muhammadiyah.
Huh? What is it?
Muhammadiyah.
Come on, right?
Paradigm about Muhammadiyah.
Okay, Gina.
the content of I don't know.
Okay, so it seems like you guys not really prepared the topic about Islam and Muhammadiyahan, yeah. And then you guys claim from the beginning you guys here is a Muhammadiyah students. But you are not even remember Aika 1, 2, 3, and then 4. Yeah?
It's
Why?
because I do open the books, but it's many material. So I think I mix the from 1 to 3.
I will not
Okay.
alright statement because it's my bad. I know.
Okay, thank you. And then now let's do the practice one. I want you guys try to pray Maghrib, Isha, and then Subuh. Come on, starting from the beginning. Come on.
Apa bacaan sholat?
Yep, come on.
Start from the beginning.
Yep.
Subuh.
Okay.
Apa sih?
Maghrib,
Maghrib,
Hmm.
Isya,
Isya.
Hmm.
Subuh. Siapa dulu? Gue.
Okay, come on.
Dari apa?
There's
Usolli.
Come on.
Usolli fardu maghribi salat. Doain stabila kiblati ada lillahi ta'ala. Allahu akbar kabiro walhamdulillahi kasiro. Subhanallahi bukrata wa asila. Inni wajhtu wajhiya lillazi fatara samawati wal arda muslimam wa ma ana minal muslimin.
Okay, switch your opening with what Muhammadiyah with.
Why? Because I pray. I always using that if the
Try it. Come on.
Allah membaik-baik.
Nah, that's it.
I don't learn about it.
Really?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
You guys already learned about ibadah, right? And
It's
then you have to
but
memorize that one.
yeah, but
Come on.
I'm sorry.
Okay, next. Lenny.
I don't know this. I only
Hmm? Try it.
know the verse. Oh, I don't know the verse.
Hmm?
I don't know the verse. I don't know
Okay.
the
Need
verse.
to service.
Why you are not preparing this one?
Because I think just the tip.
Sorry. I
Come
don't
on.
know.
Okay. Next question. I want you guys to mention one ayah or one verse from Al Quran that refers to Muhammadiyah. It should be different, yeah?
Me.
Okay, starting from Gina
Yeah,
first.
jahat.
Come on.
Um, what ayah?
Yeah. Yeah, one verse, one.
I don't know.
Kul huwallahu ahad. And the meaning?
Uh-huh.
Uh, we only believe in one God, that's Allah Subhanahu wa Taala. We cannot believe in mushrik or any bad believer, like um, we believe in things or gaib, the invisible things. We need only believe in one God, it's Allah Subhanahu wa Taala. That's
Why
that.
this one referred to Muhammadiyah?
Because Muhammadiyah is an Islamic organization that's believe uh, in Allah Subhanahu wa Taala, and Muhammadiyah believe that Allah is the God of a Muslim. Allah is one, and because Muhammadiyah is uh, Islamic organization that believe in Al Quran and Hadith. That's all.
Next. Anna, come on.
I don't know. I know. Okay.
Okay, go on. Lenny. Okay, what do you think?
Read.
Yeah. Do not read it. Memorize it.
أرأيت الذي يكذب بالدين فذلك الذي يدعو اليتيم ولا يحض على طعام المسكين فويل للمصلين الذي عن صلاتهم ساهون الذين هم يراءون ولم يرون معهم.
Okay. The meaning.
The meaning. I think in Al-Ma'un we learn about giving. We learn about giving, so we need to give to another people what we have. For example, sedekah, zakat, and these things.
Okay. Last question for Al-Islam and Muhammadiyahan. Yeah. Last question. It will be about the main distinction about Islamic movement in Indonesia, Muhammadiyah, and then the other Islamic movement. One more time, the main distinction. Come on, Gina.
Maybe if I want to make a differences between Muhammadiyah and NU,
Do not mention the other one. Just
sorry.
okay.
With the others organization, it's like the how they how they pray, like the content of the text is a little bit different, and Muhammadiyah do not use kunut, and they don't.
Okay, one aspect only that will be okay. And then Gina, you owe me, yeah, memorizing the opening of praying. Yeah, you have to,
Memorize.
you have to memorize it, and then you have to send your
voice.
Yeah,
Oh,
not your
your
voice,
voice.
your video, and then
What video?
yeah, your video that you have to close your eyes and then reciting and then reading the opening. Okay.
When the deadline?
It should be tomorrow. That will be last. Yeah.
Alright.
Okay. Thank you. Next, come on, Lenny.
Is there the distinguished Islamic movement in Indonesia? I think it's the the dealer with another organization is Muhammadiyah always um Muhammadiyah always state they uh I don't know. Muhammadiyah always state that they have to follow Al Quran and Sunnah
Mhm.
in every movement, in every activity that they um doing. It's always based on Al Quran and Sunnah.
Okay. And then you have also the same. Yeah. You have to memorize the opening and then use that one. Yeah. Okay. You have to record it and then send it to me. Okay, Lenny.
Yes.
Okay. Next, come on. Anna.
I think there is no difference between Muhammadiyah and other organization because Islam is one, and we as a Muhammadiyah or other people that is not study Muhammadiyah, they also we teach how to be a good Muslim, and also us. Yeah, that's why I say there is no differences between we or the other organization.
Okay, thank you, Anna. You also will have the same. You have to record yourself, close your eyes, yeah, and then you are gonna record your recording about the opening of praying. Okay, yeah, and then the deadline it will be tomorrow. Yeah, it will be tomorrow. Okay.
Okay.
Okay, thank you very much, guys. That's all I guess for your guys' comprehensive exam, and then for the basic here, for the basic skill about English language, it seems like you guys prepared well enough, I guess. That's okay. I'm gonna mention it well enough. Yeah.
Thank you.
And then for the general education, it seems like you still not what is it? You're still not recalling all the topics, all the learning material that you guys already learned. And then for Al Islam and ke Muhammadiyahan, yeah, you guys from Muhammadiyah University of Jakarta, yeah, at least you have to behave like you are a Muhammadiyah student. Then, uh, yeah, let's hope your score will be based on your guys' performance today. Yeah, and then don't forget about this one. I'm gonna upload this recording, and then you will have also an extra assignment. Yeah, you may ask your friend what is it, yeah, from the previous comprehensive exam. Yeah, you can see all the command and then all the congratulation things from all your friends. Okay, and then let's close this comprehensive exam. Yeah, by reciting Alhamdulillah together. Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alamin. And let's hope you guys will go to the next steps, next level, or next process to sign for your thesis exam. Yeah. And then the last is Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.